Hi last Cloudians, Xez here. Firstly, I would like to apologize for the late video as I wasn't available for the most part of today. But here it is, my first look on the hand. Wait, that's my hand. Alright, enough of the jokes, let's get right into it. Finally, we have another grandpa in the game, and previously, a mysterious cult leader is close to being a god. S1 is a long-range attack that deals damage in a small area. Great on the range as it is castable from a distance. Not sure if it's anywhere on the map, but if it is, makes it really good. Why? Although it only hits a small area, it does have light resist down, and it's on a S1 skill, which means it's gonna recharge really fast. The chance of this activating is by my estimation to be about 10 to 20%. Next we have a wide area long range light attack. Not sure if you can cast it anywhere on the map, but my guess is yes. And it does the sucking thing, right? It does the sucking thing, and I think it's gonna be a pretty good skill. Now S3 is a rather large AoE around him, which has a chance to stun enemies. The unique part of this is the stun. Where I see it useful is in arena, which forces enemies to build units immune to stun. Now his ultimate is really cool. Body subbuffs are always cool, don't you agree? 32 hits with an additional 10k damage cap increase. Now I'm skipping ahead a little bit as his ultimate damage cap is totaled to be 29,999. Max damage is about 960k. Well, that's pretty good damage. Moving on to traits. Trait 1, the Whole of Creation. The Whole. The whole. All attribute magic attacks gets a 40% damage buff and a, 50 damage cap increase. This is one of the biggest damage cap I've ever seen. I don't know if this is a joke by IDIS or am I missing something, but 50 is weird. If a rope is equipped, he gets 5,000 magic damage cap, which is, that's better. Chance for his special to deal critical damage. This might give him an incentive to single wheel for him, as it gives you an option to increase his magic cap. His special might be able to do good damage by crits too. So next is Divine Works. At battle start, he has a shield for himself that is worth his max HP. So technically, he has 2 HP bars. However, when the first HP bar is exhausted, he is fainted. Yikes. Faint is bad. But his magic attacks and special damage increases by 50% and both gets a 10k damage cap increase. He is too powerful and he needs to be fainted to nerf him. Couple of ways to get past this mechanic would be to equip with Feint Immunity. If I'm not wrong, it's only available on a collaboration Ark item. For those newer players, you might not have access to this item. Or you can have the skill concentration on him, which reduces 50% of the feint time. Or you can have Saint Maiden Theria to nullify feint. These are some of the ways off the top of my head. Okay, for all those who don't know, feint makes your character unable to do anything. I can't remember the full duration, but trust me, it's long. If it's able to survive that, he should be able to wreck stuff. Opens up a lot of possible scenarios on how to use him and how to counter him, which is kinda interesting. I'll leave that to your imagination for now. Quickly going through his innate skills, Bishop's Charisma decreases damage taken from all element attacks. I believe neutral element might not be considered in this, so there is a potential weakness in it. Human Gazer is really great, Magic Slayer for humans, which I think is one of the best layer types. You want to add like special boost skill to him to further buff this. Light Critical Neo, pretty straightforward, but take note it only enables crit to light magic. Staff Mega Boost is also straightforward, very good skill. Ultimate Casting, it's really interesting. Why? Because I don't know what is non-stacking magic. Or maybe I'm just too tired right now. Okay, let me know in the comment section below if you have an idea what it encompasses. If it's non-stacking, magic attack gets a 200% buff, 40,000 damage cap. That's not all. Reduces a guaranteed amount of 25% of the enemy's MND before dealing damage. The downside is it uses 150% MP, which can be a crazy amount if you add in Magic Aura. That's about 200%. It means that a spell actually costs 300% MP. Well, he better be drowning in MP, man. Casting speed boosts are also halved and has a cap of 40%. This is a hard nerf to his cast speed. Do take note that you can turn this skill off. So the skill, at the expense of a slower cast speed and a bigger MP cost, he gets this big buff of damage and damage cap. This definitely makes it interesting. Looking at his other passive skills, he does have auto recast and high level magic chant, reducing their effectiveness, so it goes from 50% to 25% cast speed reduction that is innately in him. To get it to a 40% cap, you need 15%, which if you double that, you need another 30% raw cast speed. Right, so if you really want to cap this, you will need Cultist Pendant. Maybe his paid gear will have cast speed too. If one slot of accessory uses this, and the other uses the Feint Immunity, then 2 items are already locked. However, even at a capped 40% cast speed, it will mean that he will have a bit of cast time for his spells. It won't really affect PvE situations, but arena wise I'm not so sure. Probably you want to remove this for a better option for that. Some of the other notable things that are on his passive, mostly he has the skills of a Mage, very strong, has Convergence, which also further increases his survivability. This skill is also on Shift Zackers, God Heal and Resurrection to make him able to play a little bit as a support, not missing out on the fact that he has all the high tier spells of all elements except Dark. Kinda interesting, but do take note that if you want his other elemental magic to deal good damage, for example, you want to have crit, you have to add in crit and elemental boost. He's mainly still going to be light focused, but the huge damage cap potentially can make him do better even for other elements than say Shift Zackers. So there's still some form of flexibility for him. Doing a quick math on his main damage cap, which is magic, Trait 1 gives 5050, and after he awakens from Trait 2, that's 10k, some boost from his passives, and also ultimate casting is 2k plus 2k plus 40k. His potential magic damage cap is 59,050. Adding a base cap, it goes to 69,049. If this is a real reason for Trait 1 having 50 damage cap increase, 16. Okay, so if the above information is correct, he's gonna be dealing damage by the millions. I'm not even sure I'm reading this right now. Quick read on the Ark, Elemental Ark. Very generic name there. Ark trait for spirits, which I assume Maja is one. Regular attacks plus 20%. This helps with Goddess Kiss procs. When using fire, ice, earth or thunder attack magic, if damage is reduced by resistance, reduce resistance by 30%. This means he will always be able to deal damage even if the enemy is fully resistant. Also adds 500 damage. 500? To the magic above. 500 is kind of weird too, man. Honestly, this Ark does not really buff Maja's main element, which is light. And having this Ark will also mean that you can't equip Divine Beast low Mechia. That translates to, if you want crit of the 4 elementals above, you have to equip, use SC to equip all the 4 elements for criticals, right? So that's 24 SC. Maybe he does so much damage that you don't even need crit, right? Maybe. Learnable skills, we got a new spirit type, nice. Elemental boost is decent if you're running multiple elements. Pretty sure it's only worth if you are running more than one element. Now, elemental drive buff buffs physical attacks, which is kind of interesting. This Ark honestly feels more fitted and suited for Shift Zackers instead, making him into a spirit and getting all those elemental buffs. The Ark Ether Reward, Sphere of 4 Jewels, 4 element damage taken minus 10%, gives decent MP stats and also 10 resist to all the above elements. I think it's good for tours, the one that you send your units on expeditions. Alright, this is a very defensive Ark accessory, I mean. It definitely has general uses as it buffs different areas for survivability and also gives a decent amount of MP. Nothing really stands out for me though. Alright guys, that's it for me. Don't forget to do all the YouTube stuff like, subscribe, and thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one.